Woke up. Wake you up. Wake that ass up.
Program your alarm to Power 105.1 on iHeartRadio.
Good morning, USA. Yo 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 yo. Jess Hilarious.
Wake that ass up.
Charlamagne the God. Peace to the planet. It's Tuesday. Good morning. How y'all feel out there? I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here. Another day to serve our beautiful listeners. What is happening?
Yes, 3-day weekend. How you feeling, Jess? How was your birthday weekend and Valentine's?
Oh my God, it was great. Now y'all know I didn't feel good, but my husband still managed to let me have a lot of fun. He made me a lot of fun. He planned a whole weekend. So we had dinner at the Roxy Friday night. That live jazz, it was lit. You ever been there? I know you ain't get probably been to Roxy. No, it's really, really good. It's really nice too. It's like a 5-star Michelin restaurant, but it's inside of a hotel.
Okay.
And then they have like live jazz bands every week. They said they come and do that.
I ain't never been to the Roxy. We used to work right next door to it.
I never been there for that night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Have you been there for that night?
Yeah, well, yeah, because they always
have like
going on.
Yeah, but
live bands.
I didn't go there for dinner. I've been there for. I've been there. We used to go there for lunch. Used to go there for dinner, but not when the live band was there. We went to the movie theater, did all that.
Yeah, that's what so we went downstairs and went to the movie after. So dinner and the movie and some live music. That was dope. And then Saturday we
That's crazy.
we went to this dinner gala, this Valentine's Day dinner gala in Baltimore. And then Sunday I took him to go see Miguelito, and it was so fun. Miguel.
Who was Miguelito?
Oh, I was like, who
Miguel.
Miguelito?
Took him to see Miguel.
Okay.
Where was Miguel at?
The Anthem in DC at the music hall.
Okay.
It was so lit. Yo, that was my first time seeing him perform. Yo, he's really a rock star.
Yes,
Like
absolutely.
the mic was on. Like he sing. You know how people lip sync sometimes? No, he was singing to the top of his lungs. He did not get hoarse. He was not tired. He was dancing in all this heavy ass leather. So I know he was hot. But like the production, the theatrics, the transitions, everything was so lit, yo.
That's dope.
Like 4 people passed out in this man's crowd.
Really?
Yes, he stopped the show every time. And look, by the 4th person, he was
Passed
getting
out
sick of
Miguel,
that.
like on some Michael Jackson?
Yes, he was sick of it. He was like, all right, look, can y'all just drink some water, please? I'm tired of stopping the show. Yeah, he got tired of stopping the show because every time he stopped, like the lights had to come on and he was like trying to get the paramedics in to get, like people were passing out. And it was a standing, it was a music hall, so it was no seats. It was all standing. And like when he came out, it was amazing. And the person that opened up for him, Gene Dawson, he did great too. That was my first time ever seeing him. He was like a rock star as well. But like it was lit. So I had a lot of fun.
Well, I'm glad you had a great weekend. Charlamagne, you had a good weekend? Did you go out and see
Yeah, I went out Saturday night. Went to go see Jill Scott at the Blue Note.
How was that?
It was fantastic, man. The Blue Note only holds like 200 people, and so it felt like Love Jones in there, man.
up close and personal?
You know what I mean? And that's my Jill Scott and Erykah Badu's my wife's favorite artist, man. So you know, it felt like the dance scene from Sinners.
Okay.
Oh wow.
And then it felt like Darius Lovehall doing an ode to Nina on Love Jones, and it felt like a hug from Jill Scott. If you ever, if you've ever had the pleasure of hugging Jill Scott, that's how the room felt. It felt so intimate, and some people just got a gift. Like some of y'all just singing because y'all, want to.
Right.
Some people have no choice. God put an anointing on them, and an anointing on their voice and on their messaging, and that is Jill Scott. So yeah, Saturday at the Blue Note was fantastic, and it started at 8 and was over at like 9:05.
Oh, so you love that.
That is so funny that you said there was a video going around of her, right? And she was explaining like, all right, this is my last song. And so people was like, boo, no. She was like, well, damn, my son's 16 songs already.
She did. She sang
and
a lot of songs. Her and the band was fantastic, but the fact that it was just like because I went to the 8 o'clock show, then she had a 10:30 show. So it was an hour long. I was back home in time to watch the rest of the South Carolina LSU game. Oh, that was fantastic.
That's what she was saying. Like, once I'm done, I'm done.
She's finished.
I love it.
All right, well, let's get the show cracking. Salute to all the dance dads. I was out for Valentine's. I was out my daughter's had a dance competition in Boston.
Nice.
And, we didn't get a chance because dance competitions, if you ever been or chair dad or whatever, it's rigorous. It's all day long. It's 8 a.m. So we try to get a little fun time in between that. But it was a dope. Brooklyn.
Killed it. Again.
Out of 300 girls, 400 girls, number one. Like, without a doubt. Like,
big Brooklyn.
Big Brooklyn.
Yes.
London came 10th out of 300 girls, which is still good.
That's still amazing.
One is a mini, one is a junior, but
yeah,
I mean, it's just it's different when you walking around those places and people know your kids and they want to see your kids' performance. It was pretty dope.
You'll be an old man with a cane cheering them on because they're gonna be doing this for the rest of their life.
I don't care, and I enjoy every bit of it, and I just love sitting in the back seeing people's expressions when they dance because they don't know what to expect.
Right.
Here comes this little girl that comes up And she just, oh my gosh,
I love that.
They get powerful. So salute to all the dance dads out there. All right, well, let's get the show cracking now. Dr. Jamal Bryant will be joining us this morning.
Absolutely. Dr. Pastor Reverend Jamal Bryant.
Dr. Pastor Reverend Jamal Bryant. He'll be joining us this morning. We'll be kicking it with him. And then we got front page news next. Mimi's up next now. We got to send a rest in peace to Reverend Jesse Jackson. He passed away.
Jesus.
South Carolina Giant
this morning.
Right there.
That's right. I'm sure Mimi will be breaking everything down. Can we play some positivity this morning, please?
Play some positivity? How the hell do you play positivity?
Sounds of
music.
You sounds of
positivity.
You mean play some positive music?
You know what I meant.
Play positivity.
You know what I meant.
Yeah.
You know what I meant.
You definitely cosplaying positivity by saying something like that.
Play some positive music.
Let's cosplay some positivity.
You know what I meant.
Let's
damn
keep
it.
hope alive.
You know what I meant. There you go. Keep hope alive. I am somebody.
So performative.
I am somebody.
Jesus Christ.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJNV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, by any chance, any of y'all see in anything All-Star Weekend at all? NBA All-Star Weekend.
Watch the game.
You watched the game. How was the game?
The game was actually good.
Really?
I thought so.
Okay.
Thought it was competitive.
All right, now the slam dunk contest, Kashad Johnson won from the Miami Heat. Did y'all watch the slam dunk contest?
No. I was at Jill Scott show.
Okay, Damian Lillard won the 3-point contest, and the Shooting Stars, the Knicks won. Team Knicks won that, all right?
Oh, nice. Envy. Team Knicks.
Team Knicks, yeah, they won the Shooting Stars, and Anthony Edwards, he scored 32 points across 3 games, and he received the Kobe Bryant trophy.
For everybody who thinks All-Star Weekend is whack, the reason y'all think it's whack is because the slam dunk contest is whack. And so goes the slam dunk contest, so goes NBA All-Star Weekend. That Saturday night is very important. That's what we used to tune into growing up as kids, that slam dunk contest.
So it's not like it used to be.
No, it hasn't been for years. But as long as the slam dunk contest is whack, then you're going to always feel like NBA All-Star Weekend is whack.
Yeah.
Regardless of how good the game is.
Now, what's up, Mimi?
Good morning, Envy. Jess, Charlamagne, how y'all doing this morning?
Good.
That's black and highly favored.
Good morning. So we start this morning with some sad breaking news. Civil rights leader Reverend Jesse Jackson has died. He was 84 years old. So far, no cause of death has been given. But more than 5 decades, Jesse Jackson was one of the most recognizable voices in the fight for civil rights and economic justice. He marched alongside Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in the 1960s and was present the day Dr. King was assassinated in Memphis. Now, after King's death, Jackson, he carried out that movement. He carried it forward. He founded Operation Breadbasket and later Rainbow Push Coalition, pushing corporations to hire more black workers and fighting for voter rights, jobs, and education. As we know, in 1984 and 1988, he ran for president, becoming one of the first black candidates to mount a serious national campaign at a time when many said a black candidate could not win. But he built a multiracial coalition and energized millions of voters. And years later, President Obama would credit Jackson for helping pave the way. Now, Jackson, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2000 for his decades of work expanding opportunity and fighting inequality. And even in recent years, as he battled serious health issues, he continued to speak out about racial disparities and injustices. Now, Reverend Jesse Jackson, he was a preacher, an organizer, a presidential candidate, and for many, a symbol of persistence and hope. Here's Reverend Jesse Jackson reflecting on his life and the journey he never expected to see. Let's listen.
My great-grandfather was the sheriff of Greenville County who raped my great-grandmother. And of that relationship, my grandmother, who was stolen from the plantation by my grandfather. And then my father came out of that relationship. I know suffering. I was born to a teenage mother who was born to a teenage mother. July 17, 1960, I went to jail in Greenville, South Carolina, trying to use a library. July 17, 1984, I was speaking before the Democratic Convention in San Francisco. Without the aid of government sponsor, God, I'm affirming it, I never thought I would make 50. So many people with whom I worked, frontline people, I have preached their funerals, attended them. And whether it was Dr. King and Malcolm, who only made it to 38, Medgar Evers, who didn't make it that far, a generation of fighters, Fred Hampton and others of them.
South Carolina Giant right there. We losing recipes, man. If you ever get the opportunity to, have if you've had the opportunity to have conversations like with Reverend Jesse Jackson, or you got to appreciate people like Andrew Young while they're still here, man. Because when they go, libraries go with them.
That's right.
Yeah, for sure. And his family put out a statement. It just says it's with profound sadness that we announce the passing of the civil rights leader and founder of Rainbow Push Coalition, the Honorable Reverend Jesse Louis Jackson Sr. He died peacefully on Tuesday morning, surrounded by his family. They also say that public service will be held in Chicago. Final arrangements for him will be, including all public events, will be released by the Rainbow Push Coalition, and you can go to their website, which is rainbowpush.org or jessejacksonlegacy.com for more information.
Build with the elders while they still here.
Right.
Whether it's Andrew Young, whether it's Dr. Claude Anderson, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, build with them while they still here, man. They still have so much information to share.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Mimi.
Coming up at 7, we're going to talk about a major shift that's happening over voter rights and voter rules. We'll get into that at 7.
All right. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Again, 1-800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
I'm dialing.
Hey, what you doing, man?
I'm dialing. I'm calling you.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, what's your name, brother?
Why you calling up here? Why you calling up here talking deep to us, bro? Don't call up here with the sexy, quiet
He
tone
just
voice.
sounds so sad.
What's the matter, Paul? What's
Man,
going on?
I mean, I'm not the happiest right now, but I am also sitting in the hospital at 3 o'clock in the morning in California.
Damn, what happened?
Jeez.
Well, let me start by this. I've been a long time listening, so good morning, Envy. Good morning, Charlamagne. Good morning, beautiful Jeff.
Good morning.
morning.
What's going on,
Why
brother?
can't I be beautiful?
Oh my God, please.
Well, Envy, I heard you talk about a while back your kid wanted the e-bike.
Yeah, I didn't get it, though.
And I know you good thing, but I know you talked about the dangers of helmet. So today is 32 of me sitting in the hospital that my kid's been in a coma.
Damn.
So coming home, yes, from school, a block away from school, on his electric scooter, he was hit by a car.
That's horrible,
Jesus,
bro.
I'm so sorry.
He didn't have a helmet on?
He didn't have a helmet on.
That ain't the e-bike's fault, though.
No, it was. It
No,
took me.
e-bikes
I don't
are very
blame the e-bike,
dangerous.
but also it is the dangers of the drivers don't look at these kids on these bikes. They look at them as a nuisance. They don't look at them as pedestrians.
Damn.
So
I'm
they don't
so
watch
sorry,
out
brother.
for them. They don't care for them like they should. So I just, and then I feel bad also for the driver. It was a 17-year-old kid that hit my kid. So it was 2 kids in a tragic accident.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Damn, I'm so sorry, man.
Sorry to hear that, brother.
And you know, you're right. You know, I fought with that e-bike thing because that's the new thing for kids. How old's your son, sir?
14.
Yeah, that's the new thing for these kids. They all want these bikes, and those bikes go up to 35 miles an hour. So you a kid riding those bikes, and if you don't have a helmet, and you know, me and my wife decided against it, not to get him an e-bike. He was mad about him. I got him a regular bike, but we didn't get him an e-bike. I got him. That's why I got him a little quad where he could drive with a helmet. But nah, we didn't get. I'm so sorry, sir.
Yeah, that's sad.
No, you good. Nah, and I walked everything with him. I drove around. I went through, safeties of it, showed him to stay in the bike lane, and he was turning into a bike lane when he got hit. So
Yeah, that's not his fault. That's not his fault or the e-bike's fault. That's a 17-year-old kid who don't know how to drive.
But yeah, but also, I mean, it was an accident.
Ain't no
happened.
but also.
But accidents happen, but he didn't have his helmet on as well. That's why they tell you to wear a helmet just in case.
But that could be happening on anything, is what I'm saying. You could be on a regular bike with no helmet on.
But you were supposed to.
Yeah.
Law says you're supposed to wear a helmet as a regular bike or e-bike. Anybody?
Yeah, I never did that as a kid.
Well,
None of us used to wear no helmet.
Catch-22.
Look at us now.
Catch-22. 2 weeks later, a friend of his is 2 doors down from a same accident.
Damn.
Your friend of his is what now?
2 weeks later.
His
A
friend
friend of
goes
his,
down.
a 15-year-old kid that he goes to school with and plays football with, is 2 doors down from a same type of accident.
What else? Somebody hit him while he was riding the e-bike?
Somebody hit him also while he was riding the e-bike in Costco parking lot.
Why people don't like e-bikes?
Damn,
Elon Musk make them or
yeah.
something? Like, what's going on here? Like, why people are...
Nah, but people are. It's hard to see kids in sometimes in those bike lanes and people ride in and out.
No,
of
he
schools.
said that people don't look at the kids on e-bikes as pedestrians. Why?
They look at
Like,
them
what's the
as a
problem?
nuisance. Well, I can
Yeah, they treat
attest
him as
to.
nuisance.
Yeah, like sometimes like bike riders, they are sometimes they are a nuisance. But they don't be in their bike lane all the time.
Hold on, bike riders or
They
e-bike
ride
riders?
between-
Y'all confusing me.
A bike is a
It's
bike.
the same thing. You know what
Now-
an e-bike is?
Hold on, so
An e-bike is a bike with a
Electric bike.
Electric bike. So you can
Electric
pedal
bike.
or you can go faster
So we don't
without
want people
pedaling.
to ride bikes no more? Period?
I don't. But
What are we saying?
Well, we want to bring some. We want them to put on their helmets.
That's it. We want
That's what
everybody
we
wear their
want. We want
helmets.
these kids to, I don't care how cool you think you got to look with it or without it. My son had a double craniectomy. They don't even do that no more. Those are very rare procedures that they do, and they
That's horrible, man.
Jesus.
Well, I'm so sorry again,
Well,
brother.
Great 32 days. He's still here. But I mean, realistically, I just want everybody, every parent. I don't give a damn how hard it is to get that kid to put on his helmet. Man, strap it on his head.
You right.
Yeah.
I don't care if you got to glue it on his head. Strap it on his head. This is hard. I mean, this has been the hardest thing I ever had to battle with in my life.
Man, we are sending you nothing but healing energy, my brother.
Bro.
And prayers up for your son, man.
Nah, I appreciate it. We appreciate it. If anybody's name is Drake Parker, if y'all want to include him in your prayers.
Ray Parker.
Like I said.
Definitely will.
Drake. I know you don't like Drake, Charlamagne, but it's like Drake Parker.
Oh, Drake Parker.
If you want to see a story, you can find him on GoFundMe. You just got to search his name and you'll see a story, the date it happened, and the time.
All right.
And don't beat yourself up. You sound like you are so disappointed in yourself. I hear the guilt in your voice. Don't beat yourself up. You know, you was trying to do the right thing by your kid. I'm sorry.
Drake Parker. All right, brother. And just one last question. What did the doctor say?
Well, I mean, like I said, he's had what was his rare procedure, which is a double craniectomy. He had a double frontal craniectomy. So he had severe brain damage to the left and right side of his brain.
That's horrible,
his
man.
Brain shifted a total of 47 millimeters, which is a centimeter and a half. Normally at 18 millimeters, that's fatal. So he beat the odds thus far. As we're talking right now, he's actually coming back up from CT as they roll him back in the room. So he's been beating odds. He's been fighting. So everything they said that he wasn't going to do, God is showing me to keep my faith over my fear.
That's right.
All right, brother.
That's right. I know that 17-year-old kid is probably beating himself up too.
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Well, thank you for calling in, man. And if you can, please give us an update, brother.
Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. Yeah, like I said, I hope I'll be able to call you guys back in another 30 days and he's gave us some consciousness and woken up. So
yes, sir.
So,
all right, brother.
You.
I appreciate y'all time this morning. Again, parents, strap some kids in their helmets, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Damn. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051.
Yeah.
Nah, but now it's law. You have to. It's not even an option. You have to, as a law. If you're a child, you have to wear a helmet on a bike. I have to wear a helmet on an e-bike. And those e-bikes are dangerous, but like they're the fad now. And you don't have to pedal. You just kind of you could just go, and they go up to like 30 miles an hour, and it's very scary. And I almost got Jackson one for Christmas. Me and my wife decided not to. Because like he said, pedestrians, it's like, where do you ride it? You have to ride it in the street. Now you're racing cars. And
he said it's something in the bike lane.
Yeah, but in Jersey, there's no bike. There's not that many bike lanes. You riding in the street where I'm from.
I think we still taking we kind of still victim blaming here though, because he's got hit by a 17-year-old.
Yeah, I mean,
clearly wasn't paying attention.
But the amount of accidents that happen on these bikes with just regular kids and teens is a lot.
Accident is one thing. Getting hit by a car is another.
But that's an accident.
Yeah, but he got hit by somebody.
Yeah, the accident. That's when most of these things happen. The accident, they get hit.
You sound like we victim blaming, acting like it's the e-bike fault.
Oh my God!
It just do though. Only reason I'm passionate about this because I was riding with somebody who was one of them kids who don't like bike riders, and he hit the gas and hit somebody. I told you this story before, and that pissed me off. I'm like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
You know, so I was just like, yo, something we blaming these bike riders when they be doing what they supposed to do.
Yeah.
And, and like the guy said, they don't treat the people on the e-bike like a pedestrian. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Hello, who's this?
This is Drea.
Hey, Drea, what's up? Get it off your chest.
Hey, how are you?
Peace, Drea.
How you feeling, mama?
I'm good.
Talk to us. Get it off your chest.
I just was calling because I had a bad Valentine's Day.
All right, we got to help you out. Now, it says here that your boyfriend didn't get you anything for Valentine's Day.
That's your boyfriend.
Are you crying?
No.
Oh, all right.
That's not your boyfriend.
Huh?
That's not your boyfriend.
But why didn't he? Was he broke? Did he not have no money? Talk to us. You got to talk, Dre.
Right.
Now I'm starting to understand why now.
I'm not sure, honestly.
Dre, are you smoking?
Yeah.
All right, then. Damn. Put the blunt out and talk to us.
Maybe she need the blunt to talk.
Damn. Now, what happened? What did you do? Why didn't you get anything?
I didn't do nothing.
You just was smoking, and he just said he wasn't gonna get you nothing.
I'm a good girlfriend.
Okay.
Girl. How old are you, girl?
I'm 30.
Lord have mercy. How old's your boyfriend?
40.
Huh?
29.
How long y'all been together?
Not a year.
Did y'all even spend Valentine's together? Was y'all together on Valentine's Day?
I wouldn't get enough either. She don't even talk.
Was y'all together on Valentine's Day?
No.
He's not your boyfriend. Hang up on her. He's not your boyfriend. You was never his boyfriend.
I don't need that
ever.
shit. I don't think she.
What's the hell? What's going on here,
She
guys?
didn't even expect to get through. She was lighting her blunt. Was like, let me just try.
But I wouldn't come on. You can't even talk to me. I'm supposed to buy you a gift.
Yeah.
Nah.
He's not. He wasn't with her on Valentine's Day. That was not his girlfriend. He was with his girl. He was on Valentine's Day.
He just been knocking Shorty down.
That's
just what it is.
Come on.
All right. Well, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. What's up, Lauren?
Good morning, y'all.
We got the ladies coming up.
24 hours pregnant and don't know it?
Oh, boy.
No, I'm Valentine's down. You got nothing to worry about.
I ain't ask you all that.
Oh, I'm just letting it be known because you keep speaking it over me. So I need to speak other things. Not yet.
I'm just saying.
Not right now.
Okay. It was
but I did have
Valentine's
a
this
great
weekend.
Valentine's Day weekend.
Well, we have the ladies coming up. What we talking about?
We do. We're going to talk about, speaking of Valentine's Day weekend, Cardi B this weekend. She's finally addressing all the Stefan Diggs stuff, but also she's proving a lot of people wrong with this tour.
Listen.
We're going to get into some of the details. I had a friend that was there, so we got some things from on the ground. We're gonna talk about it.
All right. We'll get into that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Your talk, LL Cool, babe.
Yeah. I'm not dumbing myself down. I'm being myself.
Sources trust.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything and everything.
Little brown girls look at you and go, I want to be like you.
Take me through that. Take me through that.
She gone. The latest with Loren
Take me
LoRosa
through that. Take me through that.
on the Breakfast Club.
LL Cool, babe.
Talk to me.
So Cardi B is on the Little Miss Drama tour, and I'm gonna just tell y'all now. I think a lot of people were trying to figure out how she was gonna pull it off because she recently just had a baby. She was talking about potentially getting her body done and all these things in the time period that she had to get ready for the tour. But she is pulling it off and doing it very well. She sold out 2 nights at the Kia Forum in LA over the weekend, and the forum. Well, not the forum, but Cardi B tweeted or retweeted a tweet that posted a stat about the fact that she sold it out. So they said that now Cardi B is the first female rapper to sell out the Kia Forum 2 nights in a row consecutively. And she tweeted it and said, it's time for hoes to gag. She sold out both of those shows. The big deal for her. And
that's what's up.
People still doubting Cardi in 2026.
Yeah.
After everything that Cardi has shown us and everything she's accomplished, people still doubt her.
Yes.
People still do.
That's insane.
Yeah, no, they are. Like a lot of people were, but
her show is popping. It's
Salute
fire.
the body.
Yeah, we're going to get into a little bit of the show stuff. I want to play because on the first night in LA, before Cardi B performed "Pretty and Petty," which is a song where she goes at Bia, she addressed her drama or her breakup. I don't know which one it is with Stefan Diggs. Let's take a listen. Cardi B responding to Bia.
Let me tell you something. Just because I ain't with my baby daddy doesn't mean you get to talk about my baby daddy.
So Cardi does this thing at her show because that song, she asked for people to name the 5 songs, Bia songs, and they kind of tried to make it like the mute challenge where nobody names anything. Bia saw this online earlier a few days ago, and she responded and said, can you name someone with more BMs than receiving yards? I can, and I know that. And then she said, you know what, never mind. And that was her response on X.
So Bia said it before that.
Yeah, Bia said that before that, and then Cardi B responded via the stage. But this is the first time that we've heard her address the fact that we all knew that there was an issue or something happening with her and Stefan Diggs since the Super Bowl.
What if she just said, if Bia coming here tonight, we're going to jump her?
Yeah, but yes.
But that's what she had said about Stefan Diggs. Like, don't talk about my baby daddy. What'd she say?
She said, I might not be fooling with him right now, but that don't mean you can talk about him. But because, we didn't see her mention anything about his Super Bowl time, even though he didn't win. We haven't seen him post or support anything about the tour. And they normally, he got a lot going on right now. He was just in court last week. But they're normally really supportive of each other. So we all knew something was going on, but no one could confirm anything. And she just confirmed it by responding to Bia. Yes. But speaking of concerts, I did want to mention that I did, we talked about this a bit earlier. I went to the New Edition, Boyz II Men, and Tony Braxton tour over the weekend.
Prudential in Jersey.
No, I actually ended up having to go to Delaware last minute Friday, so I had to reroute.
They didn't go to Delaware.
They were in Baltimore. Yeah. First of all, people do come to Delaware. They go to the World Live Cafe when they come. We got like one theater, but they go there.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, they were in Baltimore. Shout out to the Black Promoters Collective because it was so last minute, the change of plans, and they just accommodated. But Bobby Brown does dance. People
amazing.
Yeah. People make it seem like he doesn't dance because he does the end of the tour. The end of his set where he's like, don't ask me about dance. So let's take a listen to Bobby Brown on stage.
Hey, It's a lot of it on there. Thank you.
But by the time he gets to that, he done came on stage like 4 or 5 times. He does take breaks. He's not there all the time. But everybody did an amazing job. Like, they put on a show.
If y'all expecting Bobby Brown to dance like he did in '88,
y'all
okay, in 2026, you are an idiot.
I love that he was taking breaks because I be needing naps. I know he probably be needing a break too.
That's the group I've seen the most times on tour. I've probably seen them about 6-7 times on tour.
New Edition.
I just love their music. It's just a vibe. Me and my wife enjoy it. It's like a great date night for us.
Yeah, Boyz II Men was great as well too. Tony Braxton was amazing.
That is not what you said when the mics was off.
I said you couldn't hear them. I said you could not hear them. They performed.
I do not like when people do that. You tell the people exactly what you told us when the mic was off.
I'll say it. They performed, but I wish I could hear them. I feel like when you go to listen to Boyz II Men, you are trying to hear the harmony, and you couldn't hear them. Like the music was louder than them.
Said, and I love Boyz II Men. When the mic was off, she said Boyz II Men was not it. She said New Edition was great, but Boyz II Men wasn't it. We couldn't hear them.
Why?
And then
I
she
said
said
we
nobody.
couldn't hear them.
Then she said one of them wasn't there. I'm like, what?
Damn.
She did say one of them wasn't there.
But I had the wrong member.
He came out in the LA show.
Yeah, so Michael came out as a surprise to the LA show, and I was told that he might do a few more stops, but it wasn't this one. But Toni Braxton was fire. Like, she was flawless. Of course. And I saw Birdman backstage, and it was so crazy.
You were backstage?
Yeah. Okay. So I was.
Loren LoRosa.
Thank you, Jess. We came in from backstage, right? So when we were walking in, he like walked by real fast. I was like, "Hey, what's up?" He had a hood on and he had a full gray beard, and I was like,
"Oh wow!"
I was like, "Is that Birdman?" And the girl that was walking us in from Black Promoters Collective, she was like, "Yeah." I'm like, did he just have a full gray beard? Like, I've never seen him like that. So I was like, oh, shoot, he just there walking around chilling, supporting wifey. So
full gray beard and still a boy.
He had his hood on, so I couldn't see his hair, but I saw the beard, and I was like, wow, look at him. I love to see, them aging. But it was a great show, though. Shout out to the Black Promoters Collective.
Did you get some crabs? You was in Baltimore.
I ate crabs 2 days in a row.
Did you go to Everybody Loves Brunch? Did you get what you get?
No, I didn't do it. I went to Angie's.
Oh, okay.
Why you wanted to get crabs on Valentine's Day? That's
because
crazy.
Crabs in Baltimore.
She wanted it.
Wow.
Because shut up.
They got creams for that now, though. You don't gotta. But never mind.
All right.
You want me to be pregnant and have crab? Like,
that is the latest with Lauren. Thank you, Lauren.
And the next hour, did y'all watch the America's Next Top Model documentary?
No, I did not watch it.
Oh, the next hour we gonna get into it because Tyra crazy for bringing another cycle back. I wouldn't even want the drama.
Exactly.
All right, we'll get to that next, so don't go anywhere. Front page news is coming up. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, Jess.
What's that?
You been watching the Olympics?
No.
You been watching the Winter Olympics?
You
know. That's your ish.
Oh my God, I know. I got to get into it. I was sick. It was my birthday. It was Valentine's Day. Envy. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. Just
all
making
right.
sure.
Well,
the USA is in third place right now with the gold, with the medal count. We're in third place right now. So it's Winter Olympics, everybody. So I love it. I'm gonna get into it. I just love competition. Now, All-Star Weekend was this weekend. I didn't watch anything this weekend because I was dance dadding. Charlamagne, you watched this weekend?
I watched the All-Star game.
You didn't watch the slam dunk contest or three-point contest?
I was watching Jill Scott when the slam dunk contest was going on. And everything came on super early. So I think everything was over by like 7 o'clock.
Oh, wow. Well, Kashad Johnson, he won the slam dunk contest. Three-point contest, Damian Lillard. Shooting stars was the team Knicks, and All-Star game, Anthony Edwards scored 32 points. He received the Kobe Bryant trophy.
The slam dunk contest is trash.
Horrible.
And the reason that everybody will always think NBA All-Star Weekend is trash is because if the slam dunk contest is whack, it feels like the whole weekend is whack. So what they need to do is they just need to get the stars back competing in the slam dunk contest. LeBron James ruined the slam dunk contest by not competing in it because being that he didn't compete in it, he set a new precedent to where stars don't have to be in it no more. So you don't see Zion Williamson. You never saw Ja Morant, Anthony Edwards. All of these high flyers feel like they don't have to compete in the slam dunk contest because LeBron James never did it.
Well, how you know it was trash if you was watching Jill Scott?
The clips, it was horrible.
Damn.
It was horrible.
And it's been trash for the last decade.
Yeah, he had to do that.
Somebody got injured?
I think he got injured. I think he had a concussion. He hit his head.
Yeah, that's Jason Richardson's son.
Damn.
Jason Richardson has actually won slam dunk contest before.
Mm-hmm. Now, also, the Mike Tyson-Floyd Mayweather fight will happen. It's set for April 25th in the Congo.
My Lord.
And Tyreek Hill has been released from the Dolphins. What's up, Mimi?
Hey, good morning, MV, Jess, Charlamagne. How y'all doing?
Peace, hey, Mimi Brown.
We start this hour with a story we've been following closely, but over the weekend, it took a new turn, you guys. So last week, we told you about the Save America Act. That's the bill that would require proof of U.S. citizenship, like a passport or a birth certificate to register to vote. Well, now President Trump, he is renewing his push. In a series of posts over the weekend, he made it clear that he wants this bill to pass before midterms. He said, quote, there will be voter ID for the midterm elections, whether approved by Congress or not. He added that if lawmakers can't get it done, he is prepared to do so by executive order. Now, the SAVE Act, again, it has already passed the House. It would require Americans to show proof of citizenship when registering to vote. A driver's license alone would no longer do it. A real ID alone would no longer do it. The bill would also tighten rules around mail-in ballots. Now, supporters say it's about election security and ensuring that only citizens can vote, but opponents say it goes further than that and could make it harder for millions of eligible Americans to cast a ballot. Congresswoman Loren Underwood of Illinois is calling it a voter suppression bill. Let's listen to her.
Republicans are trying to make it harder for you to vote. Let me tell you how. The Save America Act would require your passport or your birth certificate to match your current name in order to be able to vote. If y'all got married and changed your name, your birth certificate would not match your current name. Nearly 69 million women in America have a birth certificate that does not match their current name, and therefore 69 million American women would no longer be eligible to vote. These guys say that the Save America Act is needed to prevent undocumented immigrants from voting, but y'all already know that that is not a thing. What this really is, it's a voter suppression bill to keep lawfully voting American citizens from being able to exercise their foundational right to vote. But I just want you guys to know that this is serious and it's happening right now.
The amount of people, Mimi, that was hitting us up because, you know, you've been reporting this story saying, all you have to do is have your ID. Of course, why can't people just have their ID and show their ID? I don't think they listened to the fine print of this story.
No. Yeah. Because the fine print is where the details are. You cannot vote with your ID. You cannot vote with even a real ID. And there are literally 21 million Americans, many black and brown, who do not have easy access to a passport or a birth certificate, and only 1 in 3 black Americans have a valid passport. And nearly half of black Americans under the age of 30 have their ID that matches their current address and their current name. So if you've moved and you haven't gone back to update your address, it could disqualify you. If you've gotten married, it could disqualify you. Like, it is, you're not proving that you have an ID that that you can just show. You have to prove that you are a citizen, which requires original birth certificates and a passport, which is, within itself not easy to get if you don't start the process like now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like you said, they just trying to make it hard purposely.
21 million black and brown people could lose voting access. That should tell you all you need to know.
Yeah, and as Congresswoman Underwood just said, 69 million women have not changed their ID to their married name, right? That could just disqualify you right there if you've gotten married and you just haven't changed your ID. So it is just very important to pay attention. Again, it has not passed the Senate. It's expected to face an uphill battle in the Senate, but still.
Like, I know none of Jessica's ID say Vasquez on it.
Wow.
No, because that's not my last name.
Oh.
It's more Tolliver. Ain't no
Hernandez.
No, it's not. It's Tolliver. Yo, just please continue to me.
Thank you, girl. And Envy, now to the latest disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. I know we've been following this. It's entering its third week. Authorities say there is still no leading theory about why she was taken. Investigators are looking at all possible motives. But they're also making it clear this morning that every member of the Guthrie family, including siblings, spouses, they have been officially cleared. Law enforcement says that the family has been cooperative and should not be the target of online speculation and stress that they are the victims in this case. Investigators, though, they are now focused on new evidence. So that glove that was found near Tucson appears to have some DNA that they're testing right now. They're going to run it through CODIS, which is that federal system that the FBI uses. Investigators say that it could, if that does not turn anything up, they expect to use those genealogy, the kind that people use for family tree testing.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So, yep. And they said that they'll look for a relative. So whether you've entered the killer, or I'm sorry, not the killer, excuse me, whether the suspect has taken, who has taken Nancy Guthrie, even if he has never been in the DNA system, if a family member has, they can find him.
That is crazy. I never heard of that. That's wow. That is wow. I mean, it's a great thing, but woo.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question now. I heard them also say that now they believe it might have been a robbery gone wrong. Maybe they went to burglarize her, seen her in there, and then took it. That's what they're saying too. I thought I saw.
Well, there are so many theories, and I have not heard that one.
An 84-year-old woman. Like, who needs to take medicine every day? Like, if you're a burglar and there's things to take in the house, I'm not going to take nobody's mother. I'm not going to take this old ass lady. Like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Well, TMZ is now reporting that they've received multiple letters from someone claiming to have more information about the disappearance and that she may be in Mexico. Let's listen to Harvey Levin on that.
Okay, I'm quoting from the letter now. He said, I know what I saw 5 days ago south of the border, and I was told to shut up, so I know who he is, and that was definitely Nancy with them. So this is the second time he sent a letter where he's suggesting there's more than one person, but there is a main kidnapper. By the way, in my social media post, I said to him, look, if you are faking this, you're committing a federal crime. And I will say this much. He responded to that and said, I am aware of that. I am telling you the truth.
Every letter don't got to make the news, Harvey. Okay, some of that stuff just sounds that sounded very foolish. That sounded like some crazy guy who probably happy they got TMZ's attention and just saying anything.
Well, he seems to believe it's the same guy in all. This is the fourth letter. He received it yesterday. He seems to think it is the same person who's written him all 4 letters. Now, the FBI says the person seen on that surveillance video, again, is between 5'9" and 5'10", and he's wearing that black Ozark Trail backpack that's sold exclusively at Walmart. Agents are looking for that and working with Walmart to see if they can find any potential leads. And now President Trump is also weighing in, saying that if she is found dead, those responsible would face the death penalty. Well, that is it. I'm Mimi Brown. That's your front page news. Follow me at Mimi Brown TV for more stories. Follow the Black Information Network and visit BINnews.com.
Thank you, Mimi.
Thanks,
Peace,
Mimi.
Mimi.
Thank you.
All right, when we come back, Dr. Jamal Bryant will be joining us. We're going to talk to him next, so don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building, Pastor Dr. Jamal Bryant.
How you doing,
man? I'm doing great. Good to see you.
I love that sweater you got on.
Thank you.
What does MLK Jr. mean to you, brother?
Man, he means don't fight people. I gotta remind myself sometimes. You just gotta have peace. It's a difficult thing. It's easy to say. It's hard to do.
Mm-hmm. You know, we was having a conversation that just got in trouble for because
What?
when
me.
when the guy came into your church,
yes,
and you said he should be arrested,
yes,
right? Jess was saying that y'all should just beat his ass. Because she said when she in the church she used to grow up in Baltimore, they used to beat people up.
Dang! No, don't
That's
say
what
that.
you said.
My mother gonna call me
and her
get
mama
no
said,
shut.
no, that is not true.
No, but I've raised it. Not even he should be arrested. What's crazy is he's a pastor who left his church in Alabama and drove an hour and a half to disrupt somebody else's church.
Oh, wow.
But the catch to me, Charlamagne, is don't arrest him. Arrest his wife who filmed it. Ooh. And do it on the same principle that y'all arrested Don Lemon and Georgia Forte. Mm. So if you're not going to deal with the protester, deal with the journalist who captured it.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Has there been any movement on that?
Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing. Now, do you know how fast we would have been arrested if we beat them old white people up?
Yeah.
I'd have a GoFundMe right now. Please release Pastor Bryant. No, it's inequitable in America what justice is supposed to look like. Justice for white evangelicals is who agrees with me. And if you don't agree with me, then you have to pay a penalty and a cost to it.
How do you personally balance righteous anger, right, with spiritual peace in this world that is constantly on edge and constantly trying you?
Yeah, well, you got to remember, people just want to make Jesus weak and absent of testosterone. He kicked over tables and pulled out whips. He cursed people and said that you were out of order. He said to pedophiles off Epstein Island, it's better for you to put a rock around your neck and jump into an ocean. And people want to pick and choose the lane that Jesus was in, but I think that we've got a responsibility to speak truth to power.
You know, what's the difference between being a loud pastor and a listening pastor? Because I feel like you do both.
Yeah, I think that you have to do both. Theologian said you got to have a newspaper in one hand and a Bible in another. Who I am concerned about is preachers who say nothing about nothing. They don't speak to a different lane. So if you can't say anything about the Epstein files, are you going to say something about immigration? If you ain't going to say nothing about immigration, are you going to say something about affordable health care? If you ain't going to say nothing about affordable health care, you're going to say something about the defunding of HBCUs. If you ain't going to say nothing about that, are you going to say something about the Endangerment on Voting Rights Act? So find something. Otherwise, you're not a preacher. You're just a TED Talk speaker.
Yeah, I feel like it's your duty in a way because you are a leader, right? And you're a community leader at that. So how do you sit in front of these people every Sunday knowing that they got all these things on their mind and not talk about it?
And that's what I say to white evangelical preachers who can find righteousness until it deals with Trump. I'm waiting on record for one white evangelical preacher to call out Trump and his minions on pedophilia. You're very quick to talk about everything else. We went from Black Lives Matter to All Lives Matter. But nobody is saying anything about how do we protect and cover our children. It's been Silence of the Lambs with absolutely no redress. They're quick to talk about righteousness, talk about they couldn't support Kamala Harris because she was pro-life. But what about the people who are alive? Are you going to do anything to safeguard and protect them?
How do you respond to critics that say church folks should stay out of politics?
Yeah, then they don't understand the Bible. The reality is 87% of what Jesus did was outside of the church. What the present American church does is speak to 87% of what's inside. And I think that's why a lot of young people don't go to church anymore because they're not hearing anything. Dick Gregory said, I don't want to hear about pie in the sky. I want to talk about a pound on the ground. So if you're not dealing with what I'm dealing with in my contemporary life, then it really is not speaking to anything.
Yeah, and you can't keep politics out of church when they bring in the church into politics.
Absolutely.
Like, what is white Christian nationalism?
They claim that we are a Christian nation, but we don't see it in the values and in the virtues. How it is that this administration has dishonored and disrespected black women time and time again. The way that Pam Bondi went out really like she was absent of the law, absent of conscience, that her responsibility seemingly is to protect the president and not the United States citizenry. So I think that we got to do a whole evaluation. She said if everything in the Epstein list comes out, it's going to destroy a whole system. Then destroy the system.
Destroy it.
And let's rebuild.
We don't talk about that enough, Pat. We don't talk about destroying and rebuilding enough. The Bible's full of those type of stories.
Oh, yeah.
Why is it so important to destroy and rebuild?
Because I think that people like being safe. And that's why a lot of people don't change. A lot of people don't stretch, is they get comfortable in what they know. Jess, it is Baskin & Robbins has 31 flavors. All of us know we from South Carolina, we from Baltimore. Everybody knows 31 flavors. The number one selling ice cream is vanilla. Because people don't want anything outside of that which is regular and that's which is normal. So whenever God is coming to disrupt your life, He gonna put some sprinkles in it. He gonna add something in it so that you can't just keep going on with the way that things used to be.
How do you balance being a spiritual leader and an activist?
Yeah, for me, it's one and the same. I'm not able to pick and choose. You are a radio commentator and you are a comedian. So when people listen to you, you're able to operate in both. It is only church people that want you to pick one gift. They only want you to stay in one lane. People who have more than one gift have the greatest level of frustration because people put you in a box. When we grew up as children in church, we were told about 3 wise men that brought gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Charlamagne, there's nowhere in the Bible that says there were 3 wise men. We assume it's 3 wise men because it's 3 gifts. What if it was just 2 and one of them had 2 gifts?
Hold on now, you messing me up. So there was no 3 wise men in the Bible?
I can't find that. It just says that wise men came bringing gold, frankincense, and myrrh. We just assume each person only got 1 gift.
Wow.
Whenever you got more than 1 gift, people who are normal will have a problem with you. The people who deal with depression the most are the people who are the most gifted. Because when you got to deal with all of your gift, all of your talent, all of your anointing, and you got to adjust to normal people, it becomes frustrating because they trying to figure out why you doing all of that. Or it don't take all of that. And so you got to second guess yourself. Am I doing too much?
Yeah.
Why am I not normal? Why do I not think like everybody else? But greatness is never left to normalcy. It's always put you on the outliers, and that's why you're going to be condemned.
What's the leadership lesson you learned the hard way? Like something you wish somebody had told you earlier.
The leadership lesson that's the hardest is every decision you make impacts people beyond you. When you are making decisions for other people, it's very critical. And it's backfired on me a whole lot. The worst thing in the world is to be a selfish leader. And that's what you are seeing in Trump. All he cares about is what he feels. Can you imagine, Jess, for the first time in 44 years, the Gallup polls can no longer report what is the approval rating of the president.
That's crazy.
He said, I don't even want to hear how bad of a job that I'm doing. So I'm no longer going to give the employment records. I'm no longer going to give unemployment records. I'm no longer going to give approval. I only want to hear what makes me feel good. He said last week, he now wants to tax churches that speak against him. So the only people who will do well are people who bow down to Pharaoh. Anybody who stands up for themselves is going to find themselves in the line of fire.
Why do you think so many people are willing to bow down?
Right.
Well, again, for everybody who's listening who graduated from Vacation Bible School, you remember Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Everybody bowed down but the three.
Well, talk to the heathens, man.
Yeah.
We don't know what the hell you're talking about. Talk to the heathens.
Yeah. So it's three Hebrew boys, and they had this terrible president named Nebuchadnezzar, and Nebuchadnezzar knew how to get black votes. This is what Nebuchadnezzar did. He said, let me bring in good music, because I know Negroes bow down to good music. He said, let me give them gold. They're going to put it in their teeth. They're going to put it around their neck. They're going to put rims on their car, and they will bow down. Everybody bowed down. This is in the book of Daniel, except for three boys, and the three boys were Gen Z. All of the boomers, all the millennials, all the X, is the newest generation that's always going to be the revolutionaries. The young generation is always going to be the ones that kick against the pricks. And so young people who are listening, don't wait for your mother, your father, your grandmother. They now safe. There's no revolution in the history of the world that doesn't take place at the feet of young people.
Pharaoh was ultimately defeated, though.
Yes. Trump going to be
How?
defeated.
Talk to us.
Yeah, when you look at dementia is serious. Delusion is serious. Narcissism is serious. And James Baldwin said so eloquently, evil always goes too far. That evil never knows what its limits or its boundaries are. And so as a consequence, ICE is now pulling out of Minneapolis. They're pulling out of Chicago because they're seeing that the people are pushing back. And all over the country, there's a groundswell. Can you imagine me and Jess Governor's Westmore? He wasn't invited to the governor's
crazy.
As the only black. But here's what's significant that y'all can't miss is even the white Republican governor said we ain't going. Yeah, so there's a revolution that is taking place that the system didn't bank on that I think is getting ready to arise. And you can already see it in these midterm elections when they try to tamper with those results.
One thing I always loved about you, Pastor Jamal Brown, is like you never try to act like you're perfect. And a lot of people, just people who don't even go to church, they have a problem with pastors. Oh, they did this. They did. How's somebody going to tell me how to do this and how to build a relationship with the Lord if they're not perfect? What are some things that you're still working on, even in your own life, with your own self?
Yeah. Bishop Noel Jones out of L.A., one of my mentors, said, God will use a preacher's life just so they'll have something to preach. You can't get it out of a book. And so had I lived a perfect life, how would I learn how to preach to people who live through divorce? How do I learn how to talk to young people about failing the 11th grade and getting kicked out? How do you talk about being side-eyed from people in the church and living through embarrassment and shame? And so I think if we believe that the gospel is true and redemption is available and transformation is accessible, then use Exhibit A. And I think that a lot of preachers mess up because they want to live in witness protection and act like they ain't never done nothing. Like they ain't never drank nothing. They ain't never slept with nobody. Ain't never smoked. Then how do I know God is real? And you giving me 1985 testimonies. So God has got to bring Exhibit A, that, God will use a murderer to free all of his children. He'll use somebody who's got a speech impediment to be a spokesperson. And so I think that the flaws that are in men and women of God exemplify that it ain't them, but it's really God that's working through them.
What's something God had to strip from you before he could elevate you?
God had to strip from me pride. And that's hard for a black man. My successes, Charlamagne, are always the size of my failures in order to keep me balanced. Otherwise, James Weldon Johnson, drunk with the world of the wine, we forget thee. And so I failed the 11th grade, got a GED, but went to Morehouse, went to Duke, went to Oxford. And so most churches I go to only talk about Morehouse and Duke. They don't talk about my GED. So I got to remind them of that. And so I think it's important for us to talk about the Old Testament and the New Testament on what your journey is. Not that you've just arrived, but it takes you some time and some space. And sometimes you get it right, sometimes you don't. The Bible says all have sinned, fallen short of his glory. People believe it until it comes to their pastor.
Yeah.
We sin every day by thought, word, and deed. Not Reverend Jones. Reverend Jones ain't never gonna do that. We do. So many people sin in their thoughts, so they think that they're better than people who sin in their deed.
What did you think of Drewski's skit?
I thought it was funny. No, really, I thought it was funny, and the reason why people could identify with it is because we gave him the material. Yeah. So we couldn't say none of this has ever happened in church. Andy Warhol said art imitates life. And so those who are offended, let's do a better job of representing the church. Let's do a better job of packaging it. And just, there's some truth in all jokes. So sometimes we got to look in the mirror and not look out the window. And so I think it was a great time for the church to reevaluate what we do, how we represent it, and how it is that people take what it is that we do. It's amazing that you will never see the house of an imam. You'll never see, nobody talks about the car that a rabbi's driving because they not posting it.
Right.
We up posting it. There's some wealthy rabbis out here that got a whole lot of money. They own 3 jewelry stores 5 blocks from here. But they're not looking for fame or notoriety or popularity or affirmation. They're doing the work. And I think that the church has got to do a better job of doing the work. It's okay for you to have money. I say to people, don't tell people to tithe if you never taught them how to invest. If the only time I hear about money in church is about giving it, but not on multiplying it. My job as a pastor is not just to talk about you giving the tithe, but to show you how to multiply the 90. And if I'm not showing you how to be a good steward, then I'm doing a bad job. Desmond Tutu said at the end of every year, the poor people in the community should vote to see if the church should be open another year. And if the poor people voted in the community where your church is, would they stay open? And I think that we got a responsibility to serve our people.
Yeah.
How do you navigate social media? Because you're on it a lot, but the devil is busy.
Yeah.
Right? There's a lot of things that aren't real. So how do you have the capacity to know what's what before you comment on it or share? Because I'm sure people be sending you stuff all the time. Like, look at this, Pat, look at this. Well, how does your discernment work in the digital era?
I got to figure out how do I advance the kingdom, the gospel, and the message. Our sanctuary in Atlanta holds a couple of thousand people, but online on Sunday morning is 50,000.
Wow.
So I can't preach against social media when social media is how people are getting the gospel. The reality is more people go to church online than go in person.
Yeah.
And so we got to figure out how do we use it towards our good and really amplify the message. Our people regrettably have an appetite for bad news.
Yes, we do.
More people are going to go find out what happened with Cardi B than what happened to the Haitians who are unprotected. And so we got to figure out how do we advance it. And so we've got to really safeguard our platform so that those positive messages still come through.
Well, what's up with the Target boycott? Any movement?
Man, I'm so glad you asked. Let me first say, a year ago I came here. You wasn't here.
Yeah, I know.
You wasn't here.
I was at the Lord's house.
A year ago.
You started coming on the radio.
Shut up.
You just started. You know, you got them church members that
Yes.
you know they members of the church, but they don't.
Oh
come
yeah,
all the
she
time.
come for communion.
That's right. She just started coming on the radio.
Friends and Family Day.
Yeah.
I got it. So let me first thank you, because when we first started, the Breakfast Club brought us on and was our biggest platform to announce it. So let me thank the family.
Thank you,
because of the black community coming together. Target has lost $12 billion. Because the community came together, their stock dropped from $145 a share to $93 a share. I want to thank the community because foot traffic has gone down by 9.3%, and online spending has dropped at that same number. So I want to first thank you, because this is the largest boycott for black people since the Montgomery bus boycott 70 years ago. And it wouldn't have happened without the Breakfast Club partnering with us. I'm excited because Target has a new CEO that started just recently. And so we're in active conversations to try to come to a resolve. I'm excited about his leadership. That he wants it resolved and wants to know how he can partner better with the community. So not too soon, I'm going to be coming back to you to tell you where it is that we are. But I think it won't be long before we're able to come to a close.
Do you have a resolution plan in mind? Like, do you know what you're after?
Oh, yeah. I'm after those same 4 things I told you about, is that they got to partner with some HBCUs. They've got to give an account to investing $2 billion back into the black community. They've got to reimagine, if DEI is now illegal, how do minorities have access to get to C-suites in the company? And 4 is to make good to what they said to George Floyd's family.
It's amazing to me that all of these corporations want to shun DEI initiatives, but diversity is the only thing moving. Diversity is what's cool. Diversity is what got people showing up. Bad Bunny had 135 million people watching.
Yes.
That other thing they did.
That Donald Trump watched.
Didn't even matter.
I got to add that.
Right.
That Donald Trump watched.
And he said he wasn't going to watch it.
That's right.
The Turning Point USA thing.
Listen, that the Candace just dropped that they pre-taped 2 weeks before the Super Bowl.
That's right.
It was only 200 people in there, and they paid them $200 a piece in order to be there.
That's right. And fake the bots for the view.
There we are. Yes. All of that. Thank you.
I don't get it. If a young person's listening this morning, this is my last question, and they feel called, but they feel unqualified.
Yes.
What would you tell them?
Then you're probably called. God very rarely calls you to do something that you're trained to do. Very rarely calls you to do something that you got experience or background in. He called you in to do something to see where you trust him. There was a guy by the name of Peter who saw Jesus walking on the water and said, God, if that's you, let me come to where you are. He wasn't gifted to do it. He didn't have any talent to do it. He asked for it. And God said, because you had enough audacity to ask for it, come walk. And so I would say to people, ask God for something dangerous. Ask God for something that if he don't get involved, you're going to fail at it. Ask God for something that will put your entire name on the line. And that's where God will show up. God has no patience for people who dream safe. Dream in a capacity to say, hey, God, if you don't get in this, then I'm going to have egg on my face.
What is the difference? Now, this may seem like a dumb question.
Yes.
But what is the difference between a reverend and a pastor? I've never known that. But you are both, correct?
Yes.
What is the difference?
Yeah, so a pastor has a church. A reverend may just be preaching, but he doesn't have a congregation that he's over. So Reverend Al Sharpton is a preacher, but he's not over a church.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. I really did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
Okay.
I never knew that either.
Okay.
I just thought it was like the same, like 2 words to say the same thing.
Yeah.
But
It means that you are ordained, but you're not necessarily over a flock.
Gotcha.
Okay. So do people have to say Reverend Pastor Dr. Jamal Bryant?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Choose one.
That would mess me up.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
don't do it.
Okay.
Where'd you go to high school in Baltimore?
I didn't go to high school in Baltimore. My mother, she made me so mad. I was getting in trouble when I was a teenager, right? So she moved me up 83 to go to high school in York, Pennsylvania.
No way.
High school. Yes, she did. And I wanted to go to Emerson.
You
with my
never
homegirls.
represent York, Pennsylvania. You've been on here saying just all Baltimore.
Yes.
Give York their due now.
She do when she talk about how she got hooked on drugs.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my God, but I'm not hooked no more, Pastor.
I know
Reverend
it.
Doctor.
I know it.
I'm not hooked no more. Yo, the witness of Jehovah's be trying me. I'm going to tell you.
Not the witnesses of Jehovah.
Yeah, because that's what him and his wife is. They witnesses of Jehovah.
No, we would not
They
know
always
Jehovah
try-
Witness. My mother was a Jehovah Witness.
Oh.
My mother grew up a Jehovah Witness.
Really?
My mother is a witness now, so I grew up Jehovah Witness.
I didn't know that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You still a witness?
To God's great glory, yes, I am.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Jehovah Witnesses don't believe in Christmas.
They don't celebrate holidays. No.
Yes.
None whatsoever.
How did the Jackson 5 do a Christmas album and y'all are Jehovah Witnesses?
Oh my God, the Jackson 5 was Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yes,
they were.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
they were.
Yes.
Yes, they were.
They was
Mama
getting
K is still knocking on doors.
Listen, they was getting that money.
Seriously,
Yeah.
how did they do that?
I have no idea. That's a good question.
Go ask them.
Well,
Go ask them.
you just told us God doesn't call the qualified.
Hey, listen.
He qualified to call.
I got
Jackson
it.
5 was called to do it.
I got it.
That's
Thank
right.
you. All right. I saw Mama kissing Santa Claus.
Right. How? We the witnesses of Jehovah. How?
It's Pastor Jamal, Bryant. It's the Breakfast Club.
Let's get right to the latest with Loren.
You'll talk LL Cool, babe.
Yeah, I'm not dumbing myself down. I'm being myself.
That source is trusted.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything and everything.
The little brown girls look at you and go, I want to be like you.
Take me through that, take me through that.
Where's she going? The latest with Loren
Take me
LoRosa
through that, take me through that.
on the Breakfast Club.
LL Cool, baby.
Talk to me.
So the America's Next Top Model doc, I know we talked about it briefly last week because there were some promos, has actually aired on Netflix. And I watched it last night. It is 3 parts, and you learn a lot. It really takes you back a bit.
Who EP'd it? Did Tyra EP it or she had nothing to do with it?
I'm not for sure she
think
EP'd
she
it, but
did.
she's,
Okay.
and I can verify that for you in a second, but I know for a fact that she is, when you watch it, she is there, she is talking, she's taking accountability or trying to as much as she can.
You think so?
She tried. I mean, there were moments I was surprised how involved she was, but I mean, I think she had to be because some of the stuff that they talk about, without her narrative would have been all over the place. But one of the things that we learned out of the documentary that I'm gonna start with is that Miss J. Alexander is now paralyzed in a wheelchair from a massive stroke. Let's take a listen.
I'm the person who taught Miles how to walk. I taught Miles how to walk, and now I can't walk. Not yet. I'm determined to walk. I'm sure you're going to see me again, I'm sure. Is that all for me yet?
Did Tyra come and visit you?
No, not yet. She just sent me a text. She wants to come and visit me. But, no, not yet.
So for those who may not know, Miss J. Alexander was, I mean, like, he is like runway
America's
legend,
Next Top Model,
yeah,
like
icon.
everybody.
Yeah, when Tyra Banks got into the game, he was one of the people that helped her, perfect her craft. So when she created the show, she went and got him and brought him on the show.
Love Miss J.
Yes, and then one of the other things that they talked about during this documentary was the fact that, and we talked about this a bit, like how times were so different then. So there's always been a conversation around a woman. Her name is Shandy Sullivan. She was on season 2 of America's Next Top Model, and they aired a scene with her. It was like a drunk shower situation that is now being named as like an alleged sexual assault. So let's take a listen to America's Next Top Model on filming the sexual assault.
On day 1, when they would show up, we would go over the rules with them. There's going to be cameras with you 24/7, day in and day out.
I know the girls, they were doing their evening hanging with the guys, and then we got word Shandy's having sex in the shower with a guy. And the rule on Top Model was, if you went into a bathroom alone, a camera could not follow you in. But of course, when she went into the shower, she was technically not alone. So the cameras went in and they captured it.
Yeah, so what?
That is crazy.
Yeah, absolutely
They
crazy.
capture. So
Her
in
having sex with the guy in the shower.
Yeah, so in the episode, there's a bunch of guys in the house. They're drinking. She decides, Shandy, to go into the shower with one of the guys, and they went in and filmed it. Now, they aired this episode on television. Everything from her waking up and regretting it the next day and basically saying she didn't remember anything that happened to her having to call her boyfriend and tell her boyfriend what happened, right? They aired everything. But now in this documentary, they're saying, well, we held a lot of it back. So we did as much as we could to protect the situation.
Yeah, right.
Let's take a listen.
It's so crazy.
Let's take a listen to them on what they scaled back.
It was just a sound guy and the guy filming.
I will tell you this. When I went into post and saw the footage, we scaled back that scene in a significant way.
I'm not head of story, that's Ken Mock, but I did become a master editor. It's important for people to know that we didn't put everything on TV.
Do you know what happened? Super Bowl, Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake. When that happened, regulations clamped down on what you could show. Then they had to rush, re-edit that scene.
That was, for good or bad, one of the most memorable moments in Top Model.
Oh, so they did it not because of they were trying to save the young lady's life or save her confidence or her mental health. They did it because of Super Bowl.
Because they had to.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Now Shandy, who is the young woman, the alleged victim in the situation, she talked about more of just like everything they filmed and how uncomfortable she was. Let's take a listen to the victim on the assault.
It was just a sound guy and the guy filming. Afterwards, I'm just like laying on the floor in a fetal position, just crying, and they just like get up to leave, and they both came up to me and they said, "We're really, really sorry that we had to film that."
After that, they took her to the doctor. I mean, production was responsible for her. Now, could they have sent her to the doctor in privacy? But it's reality, so now we're gonna cover it. Poor girl.
After I talked to Eric again on the phone, they actually filmed me talking to the guy and asking him myself, "Did you wear any protection? Do you have any STDs?" And I felt like why can't you just ask them yourself? Why do you have to film this? You already got me on the phone of Eric calling me a
So why would they film an assault but not stop it?
Mm-hmm. So that is the conversation about.
But was it an assault or were they both drunk?
So she was very drunk. She was very drunk, and she admits that. But what she feels like is, even if so, it got to a point where if y'all had to take things out, somebody should have said, "No, let's stop filming this. Let's stop this right now." And that didn't happen. And now, in the documentary, the conversation is how times are different, right? And then what happened then wouldn't have been allowed now, because there's another time in the documentary where Tyra is talking about one of the girls who is doing a photo shoot, and there was a man that was touching her, and she stopped the photo shoot and said, not Tyra, but the woman, she stopped the photo shoot. I get the model's name, and she says, "I'm not comfortable," and they made her continue. Mm-hmm. And Tyra even says, then, if I knew then what I know now, I would have stopped it. So I don't know why they didn't stop it.
But if there was a sexual assault, if this girl was drunk and they knew that there was a sexual assault, that's wild.
Well, she was really, really drunk. They were partying, and you can if it's an actual episode, you can go back and watch it. You can tell even the next day, because they did film her talking to her boyfriend. She was she did not know. She didn't remember a lot of the things.
So the guy clearly what they saw in that moment when they was taping, they didn't think was assault.
I mean, that's up for. According to the young woman, she feels like there was enough that. From what she can remember, you know what I mean, how she felt about it afterwards. She feels like she should have been protected better by production. Production is saying, we let them know from the beginning we would film everything, and anything we thought crossed the line we took out. But then
getting taken out. If you see somebody getting assaulted or
humanity
killed, or you should stop. Mm-hmm. And your humanity should kick in.
But that's the whole echo.
You come up after y'all wrapped up for the night, and you say, "I'm sorry, we had to film that." So y'all already felt bad anyway to do it.
I do know that in some of these reality shows they have to tape, and they that's their job.
No, you don't. Not when you see a crime.
No, I know a lot of times they say that we have to film and we can't stop anything from happening.
Even a crime?
I hear that all the time. As a human being, I could not see somebody get assaulted and not stop.
It was Kenny Hill from Cycle 4 that I was talking about earlier with the photo shoot. But the point of the documentary, the point of it is supposed to be she's trying to bring taking accountability. But yes, it's at the end of it, right? She just promotes the fact that there's going to be another cycle, and I'm like, Tyra, it's crazy to promote that because
I'm gonna watch. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna watch.
It's not gonna be.
She can't do them girls like she would do them back in the day, because somebody gonna whip Tyra's ass these days. It's just,
and that's good TV. Clearly, the camera's rolling, guys.
Yep, keep going. See if they keep going with that. But I'm telling you.
But let me ask you a question.
It can't be like it was.
None of those girls have a lawsuit. The fact that they were on a TV show, a reality show, this happened under their watch, and they did nothing.
They signed them contracts.
I'm
guaranteed them contracts.
Yeah,
clear
for crimes.
Probably so.
Clearly, if they keeping the cameras rolling.
I don't know how a lot of this works, but I mean, I was thinking that too. What is going to be the legal fallout behind all of this, right? But we'll see. But Tyra, as we wrap up, Tyra did, talk about the fact that she knew people were going to call her out following this documentary because it's been happening. Let's take a listen to that as we wrap.
looking at that show through the lens of today. It's like, woo, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Okay, Tyra said, yeah, she made some, she did some, she said some. And I thank you for that. That is the only way you change. That is the only way you get better, is by somebody calling you out on your And I want to let you know that I want you guys to be just as open as I am now about getting called on my for when somebody calls you out on yours. Because that day will come and continue to evolve, because that's what we're all doing.
Girl, that is absolutely ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was one of the models at the end. And I will say,
that was the one who had the gap in her mouth that she was like, they basically roasted her basically about having a gap because she didn't want to close it.
Yeah, that was Danny Evans at the end of it. But yeah, so I've reached out to Eva. Y'all know I talked to Takar on the latest with Loren LoRosa, the podcast. Eva has not made a comment yet. I've also reached out to Yaya. I know.
Are they on the dock? Eva?
No, they're not. Winnie was supposed to be coming up here. That's not happening. I think a lot of them are trying to figure out what they want to say about this, because it definitely pulled the veil back more than we already knew. But
absolutely.
Yeah, there's a Cycle 25 supposed to be coming, so we'll see what happens. Yes.
Right.
And then the next latest, shifting gears a bit, we're going to send some love to Wiz Khalifa. He announced that he lost his dad over the weekend. So we're going to take some time to do that in the next latest coming up.
All right. Everybody else, donkey today, Charlamagne. Who give me a donkey too, man?
Man, 4 after the hour, a woman named Christina Williams needs to come to the front of the congregation. If you steal from old people, you should go to hell.
All right.
We'll discuss.
We'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Charlamagne, say the gang, donkey of the day. Charlamagne.
You are a donkey.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkey of the Day does not discriminate.
I might not have the song of the day, but I got the donkey of the day.
So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit it with the heat.
Yeah, it's the Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, February 17th goes to an Ohio woman named Christina Williams, okay? Christina is the former office manager at Venetian Gardens Nursing Home. And the reason she is the former office manager because she is being accused of stealing more than $300,000 from residents. Let's go to Local 12 News for the report, please.
It's despicable behavior to steal from the weak, the people in society we're supposed to protect.
Claremont County Prosecutor Mark DeColvey is speaking about what Christina Williams of Coleraine is accused of doing while being employed as the business manager at Venetian Gardens, a 99-bed nursing facility in Loveland.
She would get into the individual residents' accounts. She would write checks to herself and deposit or cash them typically, and deposit the cash into her bank account. We know that there was approximately $262,000 in fraudulent checks issued over this period from 2001 to 2025.
The document shows in April, a $7,000 check was written for petty cash after a resident gave Williams the money to deposit in her facility account. Another check was written for $12,000. In all, the facility's own investigation showed $93,000 was stolen directly from Venetian Gardens and $126,000 from residents themselves.
I really think people who take advantage of the elderly and kids, they get VIP sections in hell. I mean, they get to skip the line. Leviticus 19:32 says, "Rise in the presence of the aged, show respect for the elderly, and revere your God." That scripture equates honoring elders with fearing God, okay? Instructs believers to treat older men as fathers and older women as mothers. Never speak harshly to them, and damn sure don't steal from them. Look, I understand times are hard, okay? But there's a whole lot of other people you can steal from. Right, Jess?
Yeah.
No. Okay, no, you shouldn't be stealing at all. But if you must, be like Robin Hood, okay? Steal from the hoarders of wealth and give to the poor, not the elderly. No, you really shouldn't steal at all. Right, Jess?
Yes.
Yes, especially from old people. Okay, Christina, let's put this in perspective. Number one, you already got a job, and it's a job that I don't know if it pays well, but I know you are being of service because you are tasked with caring for those amongst us who can no longer care for themselves. Two, Christina, it's some tests I just feel like are too easy to fail. Okay, you know you're not supposed to be taking advantage of these elderly people. All right, in fact, it's actually one of the easiest things not to do. Okay, unless of course you never had a grandmother you cared about, a grandfather, or older parent. I would think that every single person on this planet has an older person they care about in some way, shape, or form. So do unto others as you would have them do unto yours. Okay, I would hope you wouldn't steal from your grandmother or grandfather. So why would you steal from someone who's old enough to be your grandmother or grandfather, especially when you are tasked with looking over them? Okay, caring for seniors is perhaps the greatest responsibility we have. I truly believe that. When you provide care for the people who once cared for you, that's one of life's greatest honors, especially when they treated you right. Now, if they did you wrong, then you're going to end up treating them the way Helen treated Charles in Diary of a Mad Black Woman. But why do people like Christina act like they don't have a future? Christina 51 now. Okay, you eligible for most benefits with AARP right now. Okay, as we speak, and you out here stealing from the elderly. Don't you want someone to honor you when you're old? Don't you want someone to maintain your dignity when you become an elder? We complicate this thing called life because we try to take shortcuts. Stealing from the elderly is a shortcut, and there are no shortcuts to any place worth going. But I guarantee you, stealing from old people is a shortcut to a place you don't want to go. And that place, that venue, it's called hell. Please let Remy Ma give Christina Williams the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
When the last time you stole something, Jess? Don't lie either, because lying is a sin as well.
From the Dollar Tree the other day.
Damn.
The other day?
Yeah.
What'd you take?
You're
A lip
crazy.
gloss.
You going to hell?
No, I'm not going out. Not over no lip gloss. There's so many other things to go out for. Not still no lip gloss that don't nobody even care.
Why you do it? Just to see if you still got it?
Why?
Just, like sometimes, no, for real. Sometimes you just know you can do it, and so you just do it.
Yeah, she gonna look so stupid.
Her
getting locked
mugshot
up.
gonna look so stupid.
I would not go to jail
the
for
natural
stealing
gonna look
lip
good on a
gloss.
mugshot. That is, you got a mugshot
Face?
Yeah, right now.
What
That's
is
nice.
that supposed to mean?
You just can't.
Don't play with me. But yeah,
Don't play
sometimes you
yourself.
just
Keep
do
stealing
it.
and see what happens.
I don't steal like I used to. I'm not klepto. But that lady, 50 years old, at your big ass age, you stealing from old people. Oh my God! Like, hello.
Technically, you were stealing from old people too.
No, I was not.
At your big
I
age.
never stole. No, I never stole from an old person.
You told
What if
us
an
the
old
old guy
person-
you was dealing with.
That was a sugar daddy. He was giving it up. What are you talking about? I wasn't stealing.
What if an old person came in that Dollar Tree and that was the last lip gloss and they really needed it because they had a hot date with Mr. Charles and they couldn't get it because you stole it?
That's not me stealing it from them. That's me stealing it from the store. You're a clown. I wouldn't be like, what's her name, Christina Williamson.
If they lock you up and send you the central booking over or something
For
at the
a
dollar
lip
store,
gloss,
oh my goodness.
y'all better bail me out. Y'all
And now
better.
they on your head because you just said it over the radio. So now when you walk into these,
Oh, they watching you immediately.
That's right.
Okay. What's up?
Just text me when y'all get her, okay?
Yeah, please text me too.
Text me first before y'all call
But
your
you not worry
party.
about me. Mm-mm.
All right. Now, when we come back, the artist Major will be joining us. Major, R&B artist. He had the huge record, Why I Love You. Of course, it's a wedding song. If you into a wedding, you've heard
It
it.
is the wedding song.
Yes.
It's been the
The
wedding
soprano
song.
that this is why I
Yes.
love. Okay.
It's been
Yes,
the wedding
that's
song for the
right.
last decade.
That's
Easily.
right. So he's going to be joining us next. We're going to talk to him next. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
We got the brother Major here. Welcome.
Man, this is an honor. Thank y'all for having me. Listen, I'm on cloud 3 million.
Good morning to you. I didn't know that Lauren used to be a youth pastor at your church.
Oh, okay, listen.
A youth pastor?
Listen.
I was not a youth. Why are you lying about God?
I thought that's what you made you
No.
say.
When I said I saw her face, and when I started seeing her rise, I'm like, I've seen her before, and she did indeed go to the church I used to be the worship leader at. One church in L.A. Pastor Tory Roberts and Sarah Jakes Roberts.
yeah.
Tory and Pastor Sarah.
Yeah, and that's
Absolutely.
when they actually used to be at the church preaching. Like now they're like all these different places, but
they
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 were
are not
expanded.
all these different places. They are at the Potter's House on Sunday.
Shout out to the
Cut it
Potter's
out.
House.
Yeah, not all these different places.
I know exactly
no. You
what-
know what I mean though? Like I mean, like they were. It was.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, they still had a lot. They still had a lot going on because I remember
Yeah.
he did the Gucci's wedding at that time too, and I was like, oh shoot, that's the pastor from the church I just started going
That's
to.
right. That's right.
Yeah, but Pastor Touré, like he sometimes when you go there now, it's other pastors that will step in.
Yeah.
It used to you would never miss him if you went to church on Sunday.
Yeah,
And he was
there
amazing.
was a time, but it's grown. So
Yes.
when you build and grow, you gotta kind of have folks standing in.
They right there at the Potter's House every Sunday. I watch
Absolutely.
it. Bedside
Oh,
Baptist.
absolutely. I'm loving seeing what's happening there. Potter's House has been really supportive of my movement. So yeah.
I was going to ask you that because last time I saw you, you were singing at Bakari Sellers' wedding.
Yes.
And Bishop Jakes was he what do you call that? I'm about to say pastored the wedding, but that's
he officiated.
Officiated.
No. Listen, same difference. He pastored the wedding.
He officiated the wedding. So what's the relationship?
Bakari is a brother of mine that he's our mutual brother. I met years ago on a panel for the NAACP. Shout out to the NAACP. They're still relevant, doing the good work for our people.
Mm-hmm.
But we were on a panel. It was me, him, Joteka Edie, and Brittany Packnett Cunningham. And we just connected, and we literally just said, yo, we're going to help each other along the way. He had his vow renewal. He invited me. I also know Bishop, from, a lot of the work that I've done. But it was a really beautiful time, man. Mm-hmm. And he pulled out all the stops.
He definitely did.
Shout out to the family.
He definitely did. I actually was talking about what's the connection between you and Bishop.
Oh, Bishop.
Yeah.
Oh,
man, I wasn't gonna step on that.
Man, okay. Well, Bishop has supported me. I actually saw you. Remember at the birthday party?
Oh,
his 65th.
Yeah.
And
Diddy was there.
Diddy was there.
What was Charlamagne doing with Diddy?
Listen, I will say this. It was no funny business. And so it sucks that a picture can lead to all that crazy. But it was great energy. Diddy clearly sees him as a father. Yeah. And it was, you see the respect in real time. But it was wild because I'm like, Lord, I hope none of those pictures come looking like I did something. But nah, it's love. Bishop, I had to sing for Cicely Tyson tribute before she passed away at the Mega Fest, and Bishop just said, yo, there's something on your life, there's an anointing on your life, stay locked, I got you, I'll support you. His family has supported me. Dope. And it's just been consistent. So
dope.
Yeah,
it's a great
really
prophecy
good
to get from a great person.
Mm-hmm. I know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's really a legit good person. And I think because we've had so many experiences seeing the church from the humanity side of things mishandle a lot of things, we just automatically just assume his success must be a scheme. But he's a really sincere, he shows up for people. He respects people. It's real, and I think you know that.
Absolutely, I love the Bishop. I love all of them. Bishop, Bishop Jakes and Pastor Torrey, Pastor Sarah. I call them the first family of faith.
Okay,
you know what I mean? First family. Of faith.
I get it. Yes, absolutely.
One thing I like about your music, it always centers purpose and positivity.
Yes, sir.
How intentional? Hope.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
The last project was Hope Dealer. How intentional have you had to be about protecting your spirit and message in an industry that just seems like it rewards the bull, for lack of a better word?
Man, I live in an anomaly. I studied music. I'm really studied. I've been to performing arts schools. Shout out to the HSPVA. That's the same high school as Beyonce, Robert Glasper, Brian Michael Cox. I did an intensive at Juilliard. I did Berklee College of Music. So I'm versatile in what I've studied. But I have found success in the most peculiar ways because his journey, it does celebrate the salacious, it celebrates the negative, it celebrates just the disrespectful, specific to our culture, what they allow to thrive in our culture, which is really wild how that works. But I've just kind of just been committed to the assignment that I think on my life is to amplify hope. I define hope as hope is not the denial of reality. It's the commitment to believe greater is on the other side of it. Hope is not pretending struggle and circumstance aren't real, because one thing life is going to do is life, with or without our permission. And so what hope does is it keeps us anchored in this thing called the promise from the promise keeper, and it delivers every time. And so that's just what I've been committed to. It's been difficult to stay on that because people want to put people against each other. I remember when Why I Love You, my song, this is why I love you. Just in case you.
Oh no, I know the song.
I know the song. I love you. You ain't black.
I know the song.
Yeah.
You ain't black.
No, listen, but that song changed my life, and I was just singing. My producer Harmony, we made this love letter to God. It's a love letter to God, and love wrote me back to help people really understand how to do this love thing on earth. But they started saying I was bringing back classic R&B. And so then it was like this responsibility to try to keep up with R&B, but I don't have the typical R&B language. I'm choir boy. I'm a church boy, you know. So it's been interesting, but I've stayed steady with it, and I'm living better than I've ever lived before. So
you didn't go to high school with Beyonce, right?
No. She's a few
school.
years ahead of me. I went to the same middle and high school, Welch Middle School, and high school. LaToya Luckett, shout out to all of them. But yeah, they're a little older than me, but killing it nonetheless. Beyonce, remember Major from Six Flags Astroworld? I'm gonna say it on air. I went to the Grammys, and it was two Grammys ago, and it took a lot for me to go up to say hey to her, because everybody, even Meryl Streep, was trying to get her attention. I'm like, Beyonce is literally Beyonce. And I went up to her, and shout out to Johnny Nunez. He was going to take pictures of the moment, and you know those in between the segments, they're quick, so you got to talk fast. Right. So I'm like, hey, Beyonce, I don't know if you remember, I'm Major from Houston. And she's like looking at me, okay. And I'm like, okay. So I got the song, This Is Why Everybody the Places. I didn't even get to finish the song. She looking at me. She looking at me like, okay. And so I go back and sit down. I'm sitting with Stevie Wonder's wife, Tamika, and she's like, how did it go? I said, Beyonce don't know me. And so I called Angie B and said, I'm like, yo, tell B, I'm not crazy. I'm the same. I'm Lil Major from, back home.
You know Angie?
I know Angie.
Okay.
I know Mama Tina. I know all of them. I just haven't seen Beyonce in person since then. So maybe this moment.
Damn. Why'd you just say Houston, though? Why you ain't named the specific school?
And I forgot.
You forgot what school you went to?
Listen.
Beyonce.
Listen, it's Beyonce, baby. Beyonce, I'm good with words.
You should have started with the song.
Exactly.
I should have started first.
You should have started with the school, because that's a different
the
connection.
school would have done different, but it was, bro. My mind was like, I got to say the right thing. So I'm like, I'm Major from Houston. I'm thinking Houston.
She's thinking Major like you're Major in Houston. It's like Major in what?
Exactly. And man.
She probably thinks she met Mims. She's like, I didn't know Mims from Houston. He came up to me and said,
I was trying to piece this together.
This is why I'm hot.
This is why I'm hot. Right, because I was like, this is why. And she was like, okay. To places, everybody. And I'm like, I'll be back. Johnny over somewhere else. You know how fast Johnny moves. Yeah. He'll call your name, and I'm like, Johnny nowhere to be found. And so, but
you didn't even get a picture.
Bro, I didn't even get the picture. But bro, how about this? I did get an optic that looked like we were really talking. Some stand posted the footage between us as we were talking, and it looks like she's having a serious conversation about 3 seconds long.
Right.
And it looked like we're having a deep conversation. People are like, I see you, Major. And I'm like, yeah. But they don't know.
They don't know that. They don't know she was looking for Julia.
Julia, you'll see him in the picture looking at me like, who this?
Charlamagne making fun of you. He did the same thing when he met Prince. The same exact thing.
Prince is different.
It stutters you. No, it's.
I love Beyonce too, but
Prince is different for you because of because of what.
Ask him what he said to Prince.
What you say to Prince?
Well, first of all, let me tell you this story.
We gotta say first of all, you know it's a BS.
When we were at the old radio station.
Yes.
We were doing radio, and somebody just randomly, mind you, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, somebody's like, Prince is in the building. We're like, Prince?
Yeah.
Like Prince?
Yeah.
There's no way Prince is up here. So we put everything in automation.
Yeah.
And as soon as we opened the door to go walk in the hall, he walks by with 2 random white women.
Yes.
2 old white women.
Yeah.
Like, yo, Prince. He was the nicest guy. He came over, he shook everybody's hand. But I was just like, I grew up Jehovah's Witness too.
That's all he said. Not, hey, what's up? How you doing?
I grew up Jehovah's Witness.
It wasn't like that, wasn't that?
I grew up Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah. I'm telling you, people think I can't stand these couch and keyboard bullies that say, well, if I was there, I would do this. You don't know what you'll do in a moment.
Prince was like, what?
No, because you know what? Yo, Prince really didn't seem real. Like
it's very surreal. The first time I met Oprah, shout out to Oprah, who, by the way, ended up calling me on my phone. It's wild. Just stay ready, beautiful people. Just stay ready, because life just comes at you, and literally the opportunity you've been praying for will unfold in the way God chooses. But I remember meeting Oprah, and they were Arnold, the photographer, was like, Oprah, meet Grammy-nominated Major. And she's like, she comes up to me, and she wasn't doing any more interviews, but she was willing to, have a moment with me. And she stands there, and the only thing I could say, I said, "You're Oprah."
Damn it, man.
And she said, "I am." I said, "I'm Major." And she said, "You are." So I just flipped it and said, Oprah said, "You are Major." So when you see that quoted, just know that's how it really went down. But fast forward, you get stumped. You stop acting like you don't get nervous in front
Not
of
like
folks.
that. Like, you did it twice.
Who have you gotten it? Nobody?
There's only been
That
two for
just
me that I
happened
can
with me.
remember.
That literally just happened with me and Jill Scott. Y'all didn't hear when she walked in?
Well, Jill has an aura.
Yes.
That will leave you stuck.
Because I was going to be like, "Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Loren," before I could say anything.
Wife is dope, by the way.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
My wife's favorite artist is Jill Scott and Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
The first time we ever met Jill, she was like, "Oh my God, that's Jill Scott." And when when they're talking, and
Yes.
my wife is telling her what her music means to her,
Yeah.
and so my wife cried, right?
Yeah.
But that's different than just being starstruck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's both. It
Yeah.
is starstruck. It's both of it. It's like you meet your heroes in real time. When you do the work.
Yeah.
You eventually become a part of the company. And the thing is, it's dope to revere them and to honor them and respect them, but also know that you're occupying the space too. Because that section of the Grammys, that wasn't just, y'all been, right? Have you been before?
No.
Oh.
Well, you know what? No, I went once, but I was sitting like up in a suite, and the second time I gave my tickets to Kendrick.
Suites suck. They're
Yeah.
so freaking far away. It's you get all the good food, but it's like you're so far away from the feeling. But that section is a special section. I was, Stevie's wife had me at her table, and it's like we just gotta understand, occupy the space life puts you in. You know what I mean?
You in the room because you're supposed to be in the room.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Thank you for making.
Yeah.
I said it all poetically. Like, you in the room because you're supposed to be in the room. I'm like, occupy the space. Life has settled you.
Life has given you.
Yes, life has given
God has
me.
put you in the space. This is
Yeah.
enjoy it.
I thought
You belong.
you belong. Word up. This is my final question, right? When you look forward, not just musically but personally, what kind of man do you want the next chapter of Major to represent?
I want my legacy to be, he gives what he lives. He lives what he gives. It's enough of just talking and saying all this stuff for the clicks and all this stuff. Live it. If you're about it, be about it. I want to help as many people as I can. That's why when you said if what you're building only benefits you, it's not big enough. I want to help as many people as I can. I have. You'd be surprised how many careers I've supported. I've helped so many people. I would love for people to give back. So when you kept your word on I got you, that meant everything to me. I'm not perfect. I'm a good-hearted person. I love everybody, and I want everybody to know hope ain't ever canceled. I'm seeing the visual now. I spent some time with Reverend Jackson, blessed to have some time with Reverend Jackson a couple months ago, and I was holding his hand in the hospital room, and he wasn't saying much, but I said, Rev, I'm keeping this hope alive. I'm locked in on this hope thing. And the first words that he said, nonstop, and he stood up, keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. And he's saying this, gasping over and over and over. Gigi Dixon was there. His wife was there. And I'm like, God, this moment, you set this up because this work is not in vain, man. This work is not in vain. I know sometimes I'm by myself trying to amplify this hope, looking like the cornball that wants to push this thing. But I know it works. People are hurting. I'm an empath. Too many people need this stuff. And so I'm going to give it and I'm going to live it to the best of my ability. thank y'all for making time for me.
Thank you, Major.
For real.
Go get the Hope Sessions, man. The Hope
That's
Dealer
right.
Sessions are out right now by my
Yes,
guy,
sir.
Major, man.
That's right.
Follow him at Now That's Major and go to nowthat'smajor.com.
Yes,
right.
sir.
It's Major.
Thank you,
The
family.
Breakfast Club. Good morning. Let's get to the latest with Loren.
Lauren becoming a straight fact.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything. And
She be having the latest on this.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
Brought to you by Top Dog Law on The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
So Wiz Khalifa over the weekend, he had posted via his ex account that his dad had passed away. He said, "Today my father decided to not wake up. I will always love him, miss him, and be grateful for the things he taught me. He went out like a true yogi, at peace and on his own time. I love you forever, Lawrence W. Thomas." So then everybody, of course, started sending him love and posting photos, and he just thanked people for just taking the time because he shared that so publicly with people. So I just wanted to send him some love right now. Just because he shared it with us. Just,
Absolutely.
Yeah, just some love to Wiz Khalifa.
Sending Wiz and his family healing energy, man.
Yes. Now, in other news, so Jada Pinkett Smith, she is asking a court in California to dismiss a $3 million lawsuit that was filed against her by a former friend of Will Smith's. So this man, his name is Bilal Salam. He filed this lawsuit some time ago, and he alleged back in 2023. Backing up. So first, before the lawsuit was filed, this man was the same guy who was a former friend of Will Smith's that alleged in an interview that he walked in on Will Smith and Dwayne Martin engaging in sexual acts, allegedly, right? So following that, Jada Pinkett Smith, including here at the Breakfast Club, she sat down and did a lot of interviews and talked about the fact that it was all BS and that this was what she alleged then and is saying now, and her request for this lawsuit to be dismissed was just something that was made up to target her family because of who they are and basically a shakedown. Let's take a listen to Jada Pinkett Smith on the Breakfast Club back in 2023 talking about this lawsuit.
Yeah.
How does it feel in 2023 to still have those same rumors out about people you love, like Will and Dwayne?
It's ridiculous. And it's nonsense. And this is a person that tried a shakedown, a money shakedown that didn't work. We're going to take legal action. Because it's one thing to have your opinion about somebody versus just making up salacious, malicious stories. That's actionable, so we're going to roll with that.
She's right. You can't just accuse people of hot butt sex without any proof of hot butt sex.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Well, she's
I guess you're right.
That sums it up pretty much. But he's saying that because of the interviews that she did, the interview she did here at the Breakfast Club, the interview she did at TMZ when she was leaving the Breakfast Club, and just the fact that he says that she walked up on him and threatened him at one point. He alleges that she told him, "You keep talking about my personal business, you're going to catch a bullet or end up missing." So he's saying the combination of all of that has caused him emotional drama and reputable harm, and she's saying it's BS, so she wants it thrown out. So we'll see what happens there as it develops.
Sad thing is you can sue anybody for anything.
That's
And like
so
Charlamagne
wild.
said,
Anything, man.
there's no proof, there's no nothing, but you could just say it. Nah.
You don't even have proof that she's allegedly walked up on him. Like there's
yeah.
no pictures, no videos in 2026, and you know that you're pursuing legal action against these people. Like, wouldn't you, if you was in the same vicinity as them, wouldn't you tell somebody keep the cameras rolling, keep the cameras rolling, just in case?
And it wasn't
Come
just
on,
her
man.
too. I mean, it's Jada Pinkett Smith, so she ain't just walking around alone. But
That's
he
my
says
point.
that it was. He says that she was about with like 6 or 7 of people of her
Where's the
entourage.
pictures? Where the video? Like nothing.
He just want people to lean on the fact that she from Baltimore, she a real nigga. No, you're not doing it. No, don't believe it.
Oh my gosh. Well, in other news,
And I am biased because I'm a Pinkett Smith Winfrey Knowles Carter. I just want y'all to know that.
Period.
You're welcome
That's
to your
my last
bias. You know. In other news,
Jada's a great person. Phenomenal human.
Oh, all of the names together. Okay, I'm like, how do we get there? Okay, so in other news,
You're on drugs.
Ray J. So over the weekend, Ray J had a performance in Shreveport, and he's on stage, and you can visibly see the patch that is like holding, like the pacemaker that we talked about. He had to get, you know what I mean, like all the work that he's had done on his heart. But then there, as he's passing out roses because it's a Valentine's Day weekend show, there's like supposed to be blood coming from his eye.
Clowned out.
When I saw the video, it scared the heck out of me. I'm
why? Because there's blood coming from his eye.
No,
They said it wasn't real.
Y'all,
Oh, it wasn't
y'all
real.
believe
That's what they're saying,
that I
allegedly.
called him because I mean I'm like, what is happening? And then I saw another video of him backstage, and he's like jokingly like flipping up and down glasses, like I'm getting better. I'm like, why would you do that?
That's what
to
I'm
people?
saying. You still get scared at Ray J posts.
I mean, I think it's just I want everybody to be okay, but I did hear from people that were at the show that, you know, he did have to take it a bit slow. Like at one point he had to like lay down like where the DJ was and
What you mean lay down? This was a concert. This wasn't a club performance.
Yeah, but I mean in between, from what I was told from someone that was there, in between his performances and him on stage, he had to take some time.
He took a nap.
Not a nap, but just had to take a break. Like even when he's handing out the roses, he's a bit careful. I mean, he has to be a bit careful now.
And that was a pacemaker on his chest?
From what via the reports, I can't. Ray J doesn't answer the phone for me.
What makes us think that Ray J may not be going through something health wise, but he's just trying to make the best out of it?
That's Ray J.
Like this would be so
sure.
Ray J. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the blood coming from the eyes. Come on now.
That scared the heck out of me. You weren't scared when you saw that,
Lauren? No,
I didn't even see it. I just read the headline.
Okay.
Well,
no,
I'm
I saw the video and I was nervous.
Yeah, I'm not. When I read certain headlines, I don't need to see the video. Like if you tell me I don't need to see the blood coming from his eyes.
Well, I saw the video, and it was there before I saw the headline. It just scared me because I know Ray J. No, I saw it on Live Bites. Live Bites don't do headlines, but it scared me because I know Ray J will push himself to the point where he shouldn't, and I thought that that's what that was, and then I saw more video, and I'm like, is this what's happening? Right
Ray, sit down, sit your ass down. That's what you need to do.
Yeah,
chill out.
and I think the
theatrics is crazy.
And I think that you wouldn't see the pacemaker's inside of you, so that would just be like the patch that's like holding it. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a doctor, but I
have no idea.
Yeah.
Don't you got to have a whole surgery for pacemakers?
Well, he said that would potentially have to happen. I don't know if that's what happened yet, but we did see some patching over his heart.
It looked like a small Ziploc on his.
So we don't know exactly what it is, but we know that he's had some issues.
Because it was like flapping that one time as he was performing it. It looked crazy.
Salute to my guy. I'm sending him healing energy for sure.
Yes, and as we wrap, I do want to mention, we didn't mention this earlier, but did y'all see Cardi B saying that the government took over her tour over the weekend?
Oh, when she fell off the chair?
Yeah, so I wanted to play this audio. She fell backwards out of a chair on stage, but she held it down though when she fell.
She can make fun of herself.
Yep.
She do not care, and the audience didn't care either.
Let's take a listen.
Dancers came and cleaned it right up.
So much ass. Yeah, I gotta that was the most ass I ever seen. I'm taking some out. After this tour, I don't want to hear nobody for 3 months. I'm going to Colombia. Nobody hit me up. Nobody nothing. I'm taking this ass out. Bravo team, y'all ate that.
So that was Cardi B and Kehlani backstage at the tour. After the second night of the performance, she brought Kehlani out for Ring, but she fell backwards in the chair, so they're joking about her getting some of her butt removed because baby is there. It's all there.
She brought Glorilla out one of the shows too.
Glorilla out the first night in LA, Kehlani in the second. I saw Tyler on stage as well too.
Dope.
I saw Tiana Taylor just there like supporting her, like just, you know, it was a ton of people that popped out.
Cardi worked hard, yo. Cardi is a great performer too.
Yeah, I saw a list of all the people who came out. She had 2 nights in LA, right?
Yep, 2 nights, 2 sold out nights in LA. And there were reports too that she made like over $2.3 million just in the first night alone. Wow. But I couldn't confirm it. But I mean, I could with merch and ticket sales. Yeah, right. And J. Cole's going on tour. That's it. I just wanted to mention that too.
All right.
You know,
well, happy birthday to Jim Brown, y'all. Y'all know who Jim Brown is. He would have been 92 today. He was a Cleveland Brown, and he was a civil rights activist back in the day. I don't know if everybody know, but you know.
All right. That's the latest with Lauren. Mix up next.
I think you're ridiculous first.
That's the best. But it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, and shout out to Top Dog Law and the accident big or small. Call Top Dog Law.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now it's Black History Month. What we doing, Charlamagne?
Man, every day during Black History Month, my guy B-Dot does a podcast on the Black Effect Podcast Network called I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either. And today he's going to tell you about Marie Van Britten. Now, who is Marie Van Britten? In 1966, Marie invented the world's first home security system, creating the blueprint for every modern system that followed. Let's listen.
The first home security system wasn't a company. It was a black woman. Welcome back, know-it-alls, to another episode of the most anticipated podcast on the Black Effect Podcast Network, especially in February, entitled, I Didn't Know. Maybe You Didn't Either. I'm your host, B-Dot. And one of my biggest fears is being home alone and somebody breaking in while I'm on the toilet taking a number 2. Because what do? Initially, you say you gotta wipe and pull your pants up. But do you have time to wipe? But if you don't wipe and just pull your pants up and you run out there, God forbid, and get shot and killed, by the time somebody finds you, my God, you're going to be smelling. How embarrassing is that? Well, to kick off today's episode, I got 3 of the most useless facts you'll never need, not a day in life. Up first, the modern home security system didn't start with ADT or Ring. Your second useless fact, it was invented in 1966 by Marie Van Britten Brown, a black nurse in Queens, New York. And your third useless fact is her system included cameras, remote-controlled door locks, and an alarm. Basically, your smart home before smart homes even existed. So my question for you is, did you know about this black nurse from Queens, New York? Because I didn't.
I didn't know, maybe you didn't. I didn't know, maybe you didn't. I didn't know, maybe you didn't. I didn't know.
Imagine living in 1960s Queens, where Eddie Murphy came to find a wife and coming to America. The crime rates were sky high, police response was snail slow, people's homes was food. Marie Van Britten Brown, a nurse. She just wanted a way to protect her family without waiting for somebody else to have to come save her. So, she invented the first home security system. Here's what she built. A camera system that could see who was at the door, remote control locks to prevent unwanted entry, a panic button to alert the police, and an additional alarm that would warn neighbors and family. Sound familiar? Your Ring, Nest, ADT, all of it traces right back to a black nurse named Marie Van Britten Brown in 1966. Before smartphones, before Wi-Fi, before Amazon bought Ring for over $1 billion, a black woman in Queens designed the system. And yet, how many people are today years old when you learned her name? How many security companies acknowledge her origin story? Hardly any. Hidden in plain sight. This is the same energy as the Marching 100. Excellence don't wait for permission. You build it. You operate it. And then the world eventually copies it. Credit? Yeah, that's optional. Marie didn't invent home security to make headlines. She did it because she needed solutions. And now, decades later, families everywhere live safer lives because one black woman designed the first system. It's right in line with Carter G. Woodson's century-long vision. Brown designed a system that safeguarded homes, a blueprint of black innovation quietly embedded in everyday life. So every time you check your doorbell camera, every time you lock your door remotely, every time you feel safe at home, remember, a black woman made that possible. And I didn't know. Maybe you didn't either.
Before we get to the positive note, is there anything that we should know, Jess Hilarious?
Yes, absolutely. When you pull up to McDonald's and they say the ice cream machine is broke, y'all know that it's never broke. It's just not cleaned. For real, it's dirty, and the people who close up on the last shift the night before don't ever want to clean it. That's why. You never realize, like, damn, all the American McDonald's ice cream machines broke? No, they're dirty. And I know it's because I was a manager before, and I never... Well, I didn't clean it.
You just gave up today. Huh? You ain't even tried today, huh? You just like, damn.
What?
You just
no, that's something that we all been dealing with since we were younger, right?
Yeah, but
how many times did you pull up to McDonald's and they say you can't get no ice cream because the ice cream machine is broke?
But that is like old. That's something that everybody really does know.
What? It's not
takes
broken.
4 hours to clean.
Yes, it does.
And yes, and they tell you that it's broken because in that 4 hours they're cleaning it.
Well, Envy asked me, did I have something to say? I didn't, but I'm on radio, so when he asked me, do I have something to say, I have to say something. So get y'all tickets. Richmond, Virginia. This weekend, I will be at the Richmond Funny Bone Comedy Club, February 20th and February 21st, this Friday and Saturday. So get your tickets. And next weekend, Greenville, South Carolina, I'll be at the Comedy Zone in Greenville. That's February 27th and February 28th. JessHilariousOfficial.com.
What if somebody come to the show and be like, man, you saying a bunch of stuff we already heard before? Just like on the radio when you get them goddamn Black History Facts.
Shut up. Nobody gonna say that.
You know, Wendy's is closing hundreds of
I know, man.
locations across the country.
That's
yes.
Messed up,
oh, my God.
You didn't know that. But that's
I knew
true.
that. No, I didn't know that. That's messed up. That's why y'all should eat Crystal. Salute to Crystal, man.
Wow.
Make sure that you go support Crystal in Orangeburg. Go support Crystal in Walterboro. New location coming soon, man.
300 locations Wendy's is closing.
That's horrible. I love Wendy's, man. I have
me
such
too.
fond memories of Wendy's, even though I do invest in Crystal franchises. I have such fond memories of Wendy's because my grandmother used to always, when I used to take her into town in Mouse Corner, she used to always want to go to Wendy's, and she wanted her French fries hot.
Oh, and the burgers too. Wendy's, they will never give you a hot burger, but
Man,
I do love their burgers.
Amazing comfort food Wendy's got, man.
They grab them lettuce right out the freezer and slap it on your burger and be like, here you go. Always cold, but...
Positive note, Charla?
I do have a positive note, man, and it comes from the great Reverend Jesse Jackson. Rest in peace to Reverend Jesse Jackson, South Carolina's own civil rights icon. Reverend Jesse Jackson once said, we must all learn a good lesson. how to live together. That is the new challenge of the new world. Learning to coexist and not co-annihilate. Rest in peace, Reverend.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Woke up. Wake you up. Wake that ass up. Program your alarm to Power 105.1 on iHeartRadio.